Welcome back to Stories from the Show. And now, here they are again, Dylan and Joelle. Thank you again, Kermit. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stories from the Show, our short episode about a bunch of stories from the show.
Yeah.
But, by the way, we'd like to ask, did you like the cold open today? That is one of the most complicated musical performances we've ever done before.
Curtains.
And it's one of my favorite songs. I think we all like that song. It's a fun song. It also gets stuck in your head, and a lot of people can get tired from it. And I completely understand. We did it right here. Yes. Galileo! We had the green screen right here, and there's a creating piano, you'll see. But also, so, we did part 1, the beginning. Now it's time for the final part of Stories from the Show, part 2. It is continuing with the puppets. So after we started going and getting along with the second part of the year for 2020, while COVID was still going on, people thought it was calming down and cases were just rising. And, okay, all right, we're still going, we're still doing this at home. We're still juggling work, and we're still juggling the school work and everything else that we had to do at the same time of doing this. Then we were like, okay, we really need a good idea for a skit. We're like, okay, we got to do this. But so here's the thing. I don't know if we remember this clearly, but so the main reason that we ended season 1 so early. There's 3 reasons. Reason 1, that we started in the middle of the year. Reason 2 is that we wanted to upgrade it and like put a different label on it. And reason 3 is because one of our puppets got taken away, and we couldn't find him for a little while. So we made a short behind-the-scenes episode with Benny Ernie Henry hosting, but not really hosting. He was just giving the message out. So we kind of said Benny Ernie Henry and behind the scenes, but it really wasn't him hosting. That's why he hosted later on. But, so for the first episode of season 2, Scram Johnson, and that's when we kind of put the spotlight on him. And for his episode, that was a really good episode, and we were glad that came out good. We and for a while the cold opens were roar, 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 that series every single time. So that was going on until later in season 2, later in 2020. And then so roar, we had the roar cold open, Scram Johnson's monologue, everything's updated, but everything's also like on the floor. There's no digital stuff, there's no digital editing other than the videos. And but then when we come back from the commercial break after his monologue, we had this skit called The Hot Dog Factory, and The Hot Dog Factory was awesome. That was
our neighbor.
The name was our neighbor's idea, and you might see him in a few videos. It was Aiden Billings, and he comes in for the Benny Tales vlogs that you'll see in a lot of the playlists.
Hey, kid.
Yeah, we call him Kid. That's Kid right there. Amish channel, Medieval channel. He's one of the stars in that. The toy auction. He was also in there. And there's a lot of different things that he stars in because he likes puppets too, and he owns puppets, and he shares the puppets, and we share the puppets with him. And he's one of the stars on our show. But so the Hot Dog Factory, the main idea. So we were jumping on our trampoline out there, and we were saying, "Ada, do you have any ideas for skits on Puppets Night Live?" And he's like, "How about you make the Hot Dog Factory?" And I was like, "The Hot Dog Factory? What kind of a skit is that?"
So he is obsessed with hot dogs.
Yeah. So when you ask him to do anything, he'll just say hot dog, or that's what he did 2 years ago. And now he's a little grown man, but he's still very young. But anyway. So I brought it to Joelle. I was like, okay, the Hot Dog Factory. And then she's like, what if it's a hot dog factory that doesn't sell any hot dogs? And I was like, what kind of a skit is that? Where do you get these ideas from? And then I was like, wow, that could actually work. So Moelle could be the person at the hot dog factory.
So it started when our Dylan's friend had a pretend snake and said, you want a hot dog or something like that. And I was like, let's call it the Hot Dog Factory that doesn't sell any hot dogs. And I saw this little snake, paper snake, and I was like, let's call it let's add like a song to it. So snake in the hot dog.
Yeah, so if you watch it, you'll notice that, it's snake in the hot dog coming in the night. We made a random song on the spot and brought a bunch of puppets, brought a bunch of food to go along with that. And the original Hot Dog Factory was okay, but we recently remastered the Hot Dog Factory, and it's much better than the first one. But the first one is just so original; it gives you the old taste of P&L. And after the Hot Dog Factory, there was some good skits later on in that episode. But that Hot Dog Factory, it had an interesting story to it. And a few months went by. That finally, we're about to end the year off in 2020. We're about to end, hoping the next year COVID will be done. And we're at the end of 2021. It doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. So, all right. So we're like, okay, and by then I think we had already no. That was the first different cold open. That was the first cold open that was not Roar. We're like, okay, all right, we got this. We're gonna do this. Here we go. So that's when we were like, okay, we're gonna end the year off with Benny Ernie Henry hosting, because we had gotten our puppet back. We had found him. We had done all the episodes. We had done 4 episodes of season 2, and we're like, okay, let's finish this off. Let's put a finale on it. Let's put a cap on it. And we're like, okay, we're gonna finish off the year. And I wrote up this sketch called Ella Savory Sweets Cold Open, and that pretty much was just so our friend she created a company that she had a Facebook page for and everything, and it was called Ella Savory Sweets. And it's like, okay, so and then one day she made like a giant cookie for us, and she's like, oh, you have to do like homework or something to get it, and okay, all right. We finished everything, and then we tasted it, and we literally spit it out there.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
So you'll notice in the thing, and really, we showed her the Ella Savory Sweets commercial, and her and her brother were just cracking up the whole time. So it wasn't meant to hurt the company, because the company was already dead. But so it was sweetening up your day with unsweetened cookies was our motto. And most of that was written out, but there was some parts where I just added in, like, oh, I could say that. Huh. And that was the start of the finale. That was the start of the end. And then Benny Ernie Henry did his monologue. We had a few other sketches, and it was just fun. That was a fun finale. That was one of the best finales we'd ever had. It was the best finale because, that far, because the first finale we had, it was a behind the scenes with Benny Ernie Henry. And then, he finishes this off. Next year comes 2021. We go on. We started off. We started off with hosted the premiere. King Husky Rockland hosted the premiere in January.
Now, my dog. We have a dog now.
Oh yeah, our dog.
He
bit off King Husky Rockland's nose.
So we're so glad that we got his picture taken
before he bit off his nose.
So now he looks like a pig or something.
Do you want to go get him now?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's getting him now, but so pretty much, so our opening, we didn't have a really opening sketch for that. It went straight in. I'm sorry. Yes, we did have a cold open for that. I do not remember the cold open right now, but I do remember that we did not have a big monologue, and that's King right now. He has no nose. All right. Yeah, and then we had the magic show. We had a bunch of good skits, and that was a good start to the first episode of season 3, and we were already thinking on season 5, but we're all right, let's finish this. This is the beginning of 2021. Go through, skip ahead a little bit, finish it off with Brenda and I Walsh. That was kind of a weak finale, I gotta say. It wasn't the best finale we ever had, but it did have some good sketches, and there was if you go back earlier in the Snoopy Peanut episode, that was one of the best episodes we ever had. It was also one of the shortest episodes we ever had, and our most famous musical performance, Bang by AJR, was in that, and we had Dr. Robotnik's Cold Open. I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey and Sonic the Hedgehog and all that, so we made a cold open of one of my favorite scenes in Sonic the Hedgehog, and you can still see that now. But also later in that episode, we did something called Johnny Jew's Live Stream, and that sketch was one of the best we've ever had. It was it's on my top 10 favorite sketches.
Okay, then I saw this on the recommended when my brother was looking at music.
Are recommended on YouTube, yeah.
And it was Baby Shark. And we were like, let's play Baby Shark.
Yeah, because that day we were like, okay, Johnny Jew's live stream, like pretty much this is what we do. We have a title. We say, okay, come up with something. He's doing a live stream. He has an Xbox. He's playing music in the back. He just got an Xbox. He's getting used to it. You know, we come up with a bunch of things and we put it all together and hoping it's going to be good. Right? And then we put Baby Shark in the back. We're like, okay, we can do that. We can have him accidentally press that. His sister comes in, you know, and then pretty much it was like, oh, okay. We have a structured skit, and then, you know, he was like, Mommy, he was calling his mom, and then Zoe brought in Bruce Almighty DVD. And,
yeah, just like random stuff we found.
And it was just, that's what made it funny, and that's the main part of P&L. And also the Benny Tales show. One of the people I got to give a special thanks to, and I did not do that in the first part, is our friend Tyreek, who helped us with, he's a really big fan of puppets, and he hasn't shown his face or really helped that much on the actual channel, but he's inspired us to do a lot more for this channel, and I gotta thank Tyreek for he created Benny and his voice and all that, and he made it really fun. I don't think we have those old Benny Tales videos, but you know, and then we brought it back, Benny Tales. So he was one of the co-creators of our puppets, because he really helped, he really inspired a lot of that we can do. And, you know, so we brought back Benny Tales Show. Benny Tales Show, he's interviewing people, and he's like, hello everyone, welcome back to the Benny Tales Show. He's interviewing all these other puppets, and it's like, oh, the Cookie Monster Show. So, you know, we have talk shows now, there's YouTube channel, Johnny Jew's YouTube channel, and then we were writing cold opens now. So for the premiere of season 4, we were like, okay, we gotta make this awesome. There's a lot of things, politics going on, and you know, we made a Trump cold open, and that was really funny. That was good. Second episode, SNL debate. We recreated our first SNL sketch. I should have done this earlier, but we recreated our first SNL sketch, and it was the cold open of the first debate with Jim Carrey and Alec Baldwin, and Beck Bennett, who left this season, but it was awesome, and we recreated some of it and shortened it a little bit. We had Kamala Harris there. My Joe! And then, and then after that we had, you know, Fortnite cold open. That was so fun.
I put on a pink wig and my sunglasses.
Yeah, and then, you know,
and so if you haven't noticed, my brother has took 2 cuts, one close up and one out. So in the first one,
for the Fortnite cold open.
Yeah. First, I opened the door and closed it.
Oh. Yeah.
Next, I just left the door open.
So if you pay attention in the background in the Fortnite cold open, Fortnite interview cold open, you'll see. Pay attention to the like sassy girl or whatever, and you'll see in the background the door opens and closes automatically. Because it's switching between shots, a close up and a medium of the door opened and closed, and that was a mistake, but we kept it because we thought it was hilarious. And then, you know, we had other cold opens, other skits,
and so my friend, she has bought this cute
puppet. Eva, if you're watching, shout out to Eva right now. So Eva gave us this puppet.
Nora.
We call her Nora. And Nora Leone is one of our main puppets. She's the only black puppet, so you gotta give it a voice. I'm gonna give you a slap right now, yeah. So, you know. So that's Nora right now, right there. And, you know. And for the Hot Dog Factory, we did a new Hot Dog Factory almost every season. Hot Dog Factory 1 and then Hot Dog Factory 2 we did on the finale with Benny for the second season, and you know, we're gonna do a Hot Dog Factory 5 next season hopefully, and we hope to have that, and then, you know, have new hosts, have new puppets. So I really hope you guys can check in for season 5 next year, and that's pretty much it, right? All right, that's stories from the show. We'll see you next year.
Thank you for watching videos from Puppets Night Live. I am Moel Okigarawa, and I will see you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share.